This summer I wanted to try a different kind of adventure. So I took my bike on the train to the northernmost point of mainland Netherlands to cycle a mountain bike trail all the way to the southernmost point of the country.
It's only been about 30 minutes since I left Noordkaap to start my mountain bike tour across the Netherlands from north to south. It was very windy up there, but it was a really nice start, just overlooking the sea and seeing the islands in the far distance. Since I started quite late, it is already past lunchtime, so I found a bench here, so I'm just gonna take a very short break to have my sandwich, which I packed this morning. And the plan is not to cycle too far today, since I only started relatively late. So I think in general the idea is that around 4 o'clock I'll start looking at my map to see if there's any campsites nearby, because wild camping in the Netherlands is illegal. It is around 5:15 and I think I'm pretty close to a campsite. It's been a lot slower going than I imagined, because up until around 4 o'clock, when I was looking up a campsite, it was a lot of just some sort of paved road or cycleway, so it was really easy and fast going. But more or less since then there's been a lot of off-road, which is amazing, because that's what I came here for. It's also pretty varied, which I hadn't expected around here. I'm now in a section which is lots of wildflowers, new trees being planted, some kind of pine tree. It's really amazing. Not at all what I expected. I expected a lot of just open countryside, a lot of farmland, very flat, which has been the case, but so there's been a lot more variation than I imagined, so it's really, really cool. I've made it to a campsite. It looks pretty nice. I'm just gonna sit here and have something cold to drink, and then I'm gonna ride my bike over to the place that I was shown where I can pitch my tent, and then relax for the night, because I think my legs will be pretty sore tomorrow after the first day of cycling. I pitched my tent and changed my cycling clothes into my non-cycling clothes, and I think it's approximately 6 o'clock now, so I should get some water at the where the toilets and showers are, and then start cooking. Although I just realized I forgot all of my knife, my spoon. I didn't bring any of that, so I'm not really entirely sure how I am going to eat my dinner, which is either instant noodles or like a 5-minute pasta thing, for both of which a spoon would be pretty convenient, but we'll see. I can probably drink it. But yeah, today was a perfect first day. Like a late start to wait out a heavy rain, but once I started cycling, it was perfect weather. No rain at all. It was very windy, so when I had a headwind, it was quite hard work. But then every once in a while, I got a bit more the wind from the side or even from the back. So there were a lot of really fast sections, and I think about the last hour, once I figured out which campsite I wanted to get to, actually that section was quite slow going, but it was really amazing. It was through this nature reserve, over these grassy trails. It was very bumpy, which made it very slow going, but I'm really impressed with this first day, and I think it being the first day, it was pretty good that there was a lot of kind of paved roads and cycling lanes in some form, just to make the first day a little bit easier, because if I had been cycling for 3 hours or even longer, like I've been cycling the last hour, it would have been pretty tough. But yes, I'm at the campsite now. It was a bit expensive, like 19 something euros. But it's pretty nice. It's very green, it's very quiet, and yeah, I'm gonna try out the shower since I paid for it anyway. But I think I'm gonna do that after I had something to eat. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It is a little bit after 7 and I'm getting ready for another day of cycling. I slept pretty okay for a first night back in the tent. It got a little bit chilly, so I had to put on an extra layer, and this is the only one I actually brought, so hopefully it doesn't get much colder. It rained a little bit during the night, but nothing too much, and the only thing that did woke me up a couple of times is that there's this big road not too far from here, so I think early in the morning just the trucks and all the cars just really started to make a lot of noise. So now I am going to make myself a coffee. I don't have much for breakfast, so I think I'm just gonna have like some sort of bar. And around 8 kilometers into today's ride, I'll get to a grocery store. So I'm going to stop there for some real breakfast and also to get something for lunch. And then, yes, similar plan as to yesterday, just cycling until about 4 p.m. At which point I should start looking for a campsite. Alright, I am all packed up and almost ready to go. I just need to go and fill up my water bottles, and then I'm gonna see where I end up today and what I see along the way. I've got my breakfast and lunch. It's starting to get a little bit dark in terms of the clouds, so I'm just gonna sit here and have my breakfast here so that in case it starts to rain I can take shelter underneath the building there. But hopefully it stays dry. One app says it's gonna rain, the other app says it's gonna stay dry, so hopefully the second one is the correct one. It looks like most of the rain looking clouds are just passing by, so I haven't felt any rain, so I think I can continue. I had my breakfast. I had fresh orange juice, a croissant and a banana, and I still have bread for lunch. And I also managed to get 2 of these paper cardboard like spoons, so hopefully I can use one to make my lunch, make my sandwich, and then the other is gonna be very carefully saved for my dinner. But now it's time to get cycling again. It is nearly 11, so time for a break. Nothing special, just drinking some water and a bar. And that's it. It's been beautiful. There is this, I'm now around this nature area called the Drielandenpunt, and it's been beautiful. Every once in a while I'm picking up a short section of a mountain bike parkour, which is really cool. And the whole area is just really beautiful, and the trails are really nice, like gravel with mountain biking, so perfect combination. So far I've done 43 kilometers and I am starting to get tired, even though I'm almost just halfway through the day. I think it's 11:45, nearing 12 I think, so yeah, the plan is to still cycle about 4 hours, but I can always take it slow. But yeah, as I'm getting tired, I want to take another break here at the beginning of another mountain bike parkour section. So far those have been so much fun, so I'm just gonna take a break and then go on another mountain bike parkour. My route is blocked by a fallen tree, so I need to see if I can go around it somehow, somewhere. But today it's been awesome. I'm so warm. It's been a lot of mountain bike trails today and it's so cool. It was really enjoyable. It is such a great route today. But now I need to find my way around this tree because I don't want to lift my bike over it. It is about 3 o'clock, so time for another break, probably the last one before I'll start looking for a campsite. I already kind of checked a little because I am a bit tired, but there's gonna be plenty of campsites along the way, so I don't see any problem there. So yes, I'm going to take a 5-10 minute break and then continue on this really amazing mountain bike trail. Today has been amazing, beautiful. So many of those mountain bike parkours, really cool. And because it's a Tuesday, it's really quiet, so I don't feel like rushed off by any, quick mountain bikers behind me. It's really amazing. At this farm shop I got a big bottle of chocolate milk and some strawberry yogurt, probably for breakfast or maybe for dessert today, I'm not sure. I'm very close to the campsite I have in mind, so hopefully there's going to be a spot for me there. They have a special field for like hikers and cyclists, so I'm pretty confident it will be okay. So I think it's just a couple more minutes of cycling there, so it's okay that I got a big bottle of chocolate milk. And then yes, I'm very tired, so I'll be very happy to have pitched my tent and just sit down for the rest of the evening. I arrived at a campsite. I've pitched my tent, had a nice shower, which is actually quite nice because then I can get to wash the mud off my legs, which wouldn't be possible if I'd be able to wild camp. But yeah, so I've pitched my tent, I showered, and I'm now gonna walk to the grocery store, which is just about 10 minutes walk, to get something for breakfast. I don't really need to go, but there's also a a microwave here to use, so I might be able to get some like ready meal, microwave meal if they got anything good. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk there now and see what I crave, I guess. I got risotto with pumpkin that I can put in the microwave. So I'm going to make my dinner now. It is about 5:45 and I'm pretty hungry. I got all of my stuff that I need for tomorrow as well, including some bread, even though tomorrow it won't be fully fresh anymore, but I figured I might as well just get everything I need. So I got my dinner, I got breakfast, I got tomorrow's lunch, and yeah, that's about it. So now I'm gonna heat this up and hopefully it will be a nice dinner. It's around 7:30 and I'm having my breakfast. I made some coffee. I'm having the fruit yogurt I bought at the farm shop yesterday, and I still need to finish the chocolate milk as well. It's yeah, it was another pretty good night. Again, a bit chilly, but I slept well enough. And let's see where today's route is gonna take me. I'm all packed up and ready to go. But yesterday I rode close to 100 kilometers, which is kind of what I want to do today as well, to be able to finish this route in about 6 days. But we'll see how today goes. Other than that, it's the same idea, just cycle until 4ish and then look for a campsite. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see if today has again loads of mountain bike trails. That will be really cool. And there's gonna be much nature reserve again today, so should be good. It is about 10:30 and I've stopped at a cafe to have a coffee, take a break. It's been really easy cycling in terms of road. There hasn't been much off-road, it's mainly been cycling paths, and the whole section through and after Koevoorde was a bit boring, just next to a road. And there's been a strong headwind, so it's been pretty tiring. So yeah, I'm taking a break here. I haven't ordered anything yet, but I'm looking forward to a good coffee. And I'm also getting a bit saddle pain, saddle sore. I guess that's not surprising, as I am not used to cycling this much, like day after day. But other than that, it's going pretty well, but I'm looking forward to more off-road sections. Hopefully that will come soon. It is about 12 o'clock, so time for lunch. I'm getting hungry. I found a good spot, a picnic table here to have my lunch. The last more or less since I left it where I had a coffee, it's been more off-road, and then once I got to this nature reserve, there's again a bit of mountain biking trails. Unfortunately, a lot of them go in the opposite direction, but it's still kind of off-road, sandy tracks, and then a short bit of a mountain bike trail every once in a while. So yeah, it's really great here. And I think there's a lot more of this coming all the way to, it kind of looks like more or less where I'll probably be camping. So I think, yeah, this second half of the day should be really, really good. But first I'm gonna have lunch. I'm gonna have just bread with cheese, I think. I just had another short break here with this viewpoint and these benches, and there's a restaurant just across the road here. So I'm just gonna see if I can refill my water there, and then I'll probably be cycling for another hour or so. And then I'll start looking for a campsite again. But it's amazing. I'm now around, I think it's like close to Hellendoorn, and mountain biking trails here are really amazing. I'm a bit scared sometimes because there's like deep drops or steep drops and like really sharp bends, but it's really cool. So I'm enjoying it. I am at Camping Ideal, and for like a cyclist with a small tent it was just 11 euros, so it's getting cheaper. Yesterday night the campsite was 15, so yeah, 11 is pretty good. And I'm going to pitch somewhere here where it's still a bit sunny, and hopefully also in the morning I might get, no, I won't get any sun in the morning, but yeah, it's pretty good. There's not gonna be anyone in those big tents, so if it starts raining I could sit there. He said I can use those picnic benches. So all in all, pretty good place. And I think it's about 8 kilometers to the nearest grocery store, where I'm more or less passing tomorrow morning, so that's perfect as well to get my mainly lunch for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to pitch my tent and have a shower.